Diedrich Bank is proud to support our local high school sports teams and be the Rep King media sponsor for the 2023-2024 basketball season. Live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
First off, we were worried about our ball handling a little bit. It's kind of been something that's been plaguing us this year. And then Wade Busher was sick tonight, which is our starting point guard. So that made it even more of an issue for us. I talked to Spencer today during school and said, you might have to be the guy to help us bring it up. You know, typically he draws a bigger defender, somebody that's a little bit not as skilled as open court defense. And that's exactly what he drew today. And so he brought it up, and he had no problem breaking down his opponent and to handle it for us. So he did a great job in that aspect. But going into the game, we knew that Taylorville works really hard. We knew we were going to have to match their energy, and that was part of one of our problems on Tuesday. Our energy wasn't great, and that was the big thing that was glaring that we needed to fix for tonight. They're on closeouts. We were in position. We worked hard. We pushed the ball. We got back in defense. We did all the things that we needed to do to put us in a situation where we could win the game. Yes, we talked about roles a little bit in the locker room before the game even started. Probably a conversation I should have had at practice before right now, but we've got shooters, we've got attackers, and we've got post guys. And if you're not a shooter, maybe find an opportunity to get to the basket. If you're not very good at getting to the basket, find your opportunity to take shots. If you're a post guy, get your butt underneath and just do your job, do your role. And our kids did that. So we had guys attacking the basket. You noticed Ethan Jones got to the basket a lot. Nolan Fearday was the same way. Don't get me wrong, they took their shots. But the way they were most successful, and what we're going to talk about again tomorrow, they found the most success putting their head down and trying to get to the rim. There's nothing more than trying to change the tempo of the game. We're trying to limit possessions, and if it's a lower possession game, we feel like it gives us a better chance at the end of the game. This score here a few years ago would have probably been a 15 or 20 point spread. With the same teams, it was the same style that we played, and you were up and down really quick. We're trying to change things a little bit and find different ways for us to be successful. And the kids have done a really good job stepping up and accepting that. They bought in, and they work hard every day trying to make sure our press is the way it needs to be for us to be successful and like I said, give us a chance against our opponents.
I thought Cannon had got you a big spark as well. He couple 3-pointers, but it's his energy that he brought on the court. It seems like it lifts the team up a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely. We told him that he's one of those players that can shoot it, and he's a slasher, so he finds multiple ways to score. He does bring energy, he gets excited, he's an emotional player. He's working really hard to find opportunities that come to him instead of forcing them. As a young player, it's something that we have to keep developing, but he's doing a good job of it, and he keeps getting better every game. Not forcing things, but allowing the game to come to him. No, we stayed in the 3-2 zone the whole game. Yeah, we had our 3 guys up top. We ran our press back to a 3-2. We ran one possession, I think, a man, just to try to change stuff up, coming out of a quarter or a timeout at some point, out of a time where we got to talk to our guys. But other than that, like when we played Casey, we got out of our 3-2, and it wasn't good for us. Our 3-2 is something we practice every day. We tried to run something different at them after they hit a couple shots. Well, then they hit more shots against us in our man than we did in our zone. So I'm bought in. I'm bought into the 3-2. I think our kids are bought into it. They're comfortable in it. They know what to do, what to expect, where the ball's at. Like I said, it's what we practice every day. So we stuck with it. I mean, they hit a couple shots, but it's something we were in. They had to work for those shots. It wasn't just like they could come down and get wide open shots. They had to eat up 20 or 30 seconds before they got a really good look. In tonight's game compared to just a week ago. I mean, if you can remember last week and how we handled the ball last week compared to tonight, regardless of score getting smaller, this year is going to be a year of growth. We've got a lot of young guys we want to see get better. And I felt like we did that tonight. We handled the ball better than what we had been. We took care of it when they were trying to run traps and put pressure on us. We stayed composed for the most part, made decent decisions, enough for us to come away with a 5-point win. We work really hard to build a really tough schedule. There's guys out there that rank strength of schedule, and we're always fairly close to the top, regardless of being one of the smallest schools in the state in our division. I feel like every game that we have is going to make us ready for the next one, and we play hard competition all year, regardless if it's conference or it's not. Casey, even though it's a smaller school, they're ranked in state in their class, and rightfully so. They've got a lot of good pieces, and every night we're facing guys that can do a lot of good things, and tonight's just another example of that. Our kids just stepped up and accepted the challenge and played really hard and did things we asked them to do. Well, we'll learn more when we go back and look at film. During the game, we're trying to coach that possession. We're not trying to analyze. At least I'm not. I'm trying to coach in the present more than trying to scheme. Our assistant coaches do a great job of that. They're seeing what's happening in the game, and they're giving me ideas from the sideline, and that's when we start to implement stuff. But when we go back and watch film, we'll start to learn some stuff. But I think what we learned, I feel like what we did the most was we found that we can handle the ball, even without our starting point guard. We can execute, and if we do all those things, and we put in the effort was a big difference, I thought, from Tuesday. The effort's a game changer for us, especially for what we do. if they work hard and sprint to their assignments and do our lane slides the way they're supposed to do, it puts us in position to be tough and puts us in position to win.